Welcome everyone to the Pro Series. My name is Jacob and today we'll be going through end of year functions. We'll switch over so I can share my screen. Before I do, this is a live session, so you can chat to me through the chat console through YouTube. I think it's located just over here, hopefully. Any questions you have about the process, let me know and I'll answer them. All right, so let's get into it. So today we'll be doing the end of year functions. So there's three things I'll be covering. Preparing your CSV file, updating your loan limits, and moving your patrons to the left class grade. We'll start off with the CSV file. Now for students, you will want these five. You'll need these five for the CSV to be accepted by our importer. The first name, surname, enrollment ID. Now this could be a barcode, just something unique for the student, their year level, and their homeroom. We also have some recommended additional fields, which include email, which is handy if you want to send out overdue emails to your students. A username is handy for single sign-on sites. And again, if you want to send overdue letters or letters to your students' parents, having their parent first name, surname, and email helps as well. Next up, for the staff CSV, you need a little bit less, but still you'll need first name, surname, their employee ID, which is their barcode, their unique identifier, the email address, and again, it's recommended to also include the username, but it's not mandatory. So that's it. That's all you really need for the CSV files. And just for a quick example of what one looks like, kind of looks like this. We have their enrollment ID, which is again their barcode, their first name, surname, class grade, or this will be homeroom, this would be class grade, their username, and their email address. Now it doesn't matter what order they're in this file, as long as their barcode, first name, surname, homeroom, class grade, username, and email address are under these columns. And that's the CSV file. Next up, go back to the first page. I'll be taking you through how to update loan limits. So we'll jump into Smart Suite and get started. So from the system menu, we want to jump down to configuration and then go into authority editor. From the drop-down box, we want to find class grade. And then you want to go through each of your class grades, click the pencil icon, and then change final borrow and expiry to 2022. Like that and like that. Click save. And you'll go do this through each class grade you have. Now, if the dates you have for them are correct like this, you can use a global function to do a bulk change of class grades. So I'll go through that now. So from the system menu, jump down to configuration and then through global functions. We'll then go to patron. Bear with me, I believe this is possible. We'll get back to this later, but the additional thing that you need to do with loan types is in Authority Editor. You'll need to use a drop-down box to find loan types as well, as there's a final borrow date attached to this as well. So if we go for 4 weeks, we can see that also has a final borrow, and you also need to update this. So click the pencil icon, change the 2021 to 2022. Then click save and save again. Then finally, you'll need to do this again for renewal type. Renew type. Find the renew type, click the pencil icon again, and then just change that 1 to a 2 or the next year. Click save and click save. That's the 3 things you need to go after. So that was class grade, loan type, and renew type. And finally, moving your patrons to the left category. So for this, we'll go into configuration, global functions. We will then select patron, and then we want to move patrons by classification. So here we want to select your class grades. You go like 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and click search. Now, none have appeared for me because I have no patrons in these classifications, but there will be a list here when you do this. So for testing purposes, I will clear this field and then just click search. We'll list all the patrons, but for an example, this will help. So we want to go ahead and click change. And now we want to select the left 2021 class grade. And this will move everybody to the left 21 class grade. So when we do import the CSV at the start of the year functions, they'll be moved to their corresponding class grades. And then all the ones who have either graduated or have left the school, they will remain in the left class grade. So go ahead and click update, click confirm, and our changes have been made. That's really it for end of year functions. Nice and easy. Quick summary. So prepare your CSV. You'll need to make sure that these fields are in the CSV. These are additional recommended fields to also include, but are not necessary. This is for students. Again, for staff, these are the mandatory fields. It would be nice to also include this. Doesn't matter if there isn't in there either. And then an example of what the CSV will look like, this. Then to move patrons to the left classification, you want to go into configuration, down to global functions, go into patron, select move patrons by homeroom, move patrons by classification, click open, select your class grades that you want to move. So you really want to select them all, as the CSV will update them all to the correct one. Click search, click change, select left 2021, and then click update, then click confirm. And then finally, to change loan types, we want to go into configuration, authority editor. And then first up, go into class grade. Oops, that was the wrong one. Go into class grade. Find each class grade that you have in Smart Suite. Click the pencil icon and then update final borrow and expiry just by clicking in the fields, changing the 1 to a 2, and then clicking save. If we can do another example here. It's already set to 21. And you can just change that to how you see fit. So upgrade it by 1 year and then click save. Settings will take effect. Also need to change loan type. As final borrower is also in loan type, which is just you click the pencil icon, highlight the date, and then make sure that the correct year is selected, which should be now 2022. Once happy with that, you click save, done. And then finally, renew type, same thing. Find the renew types, click the pencil icon, click the pencil icon again, change it to the date 2022, click save. And that's it for the end of year functions. Stick around and stay tuned for our live sessions on start of year functions. But that is it for me. Any questions, again, you can either, I'll be sticking around in the chat for a little bit, so if you have any questions, you can talk to me then. If not, we have the mailbox feature. You send in a ticket, any questions, use the mailbox feature. If you have Concierge activated, you can use Concierge to talk to us. And we also have the Facebook community that you can join and talk to us there as well. But that is it for me. Hope this was helpful, and have a good day. Bye for now.